Okay, so you did the area of a triangle on the parallelogram previously, so this is now the area of a trapezium. So I've got one trapezium up here, and I've got a slightly different looking trapezium just here. So to calculate the area of the trapezium, okay, there is a formula that we can use again, and that is A is equal to A plus B times H over 2. Okay? Ooh, didn't mean to knock that. So A plus B times H over 2. Or you might also see it as half times A plus B times H. Both mean the exact same thing. Okay? Now, what this A and B is actually doing, as you can see here, we've got a trapezium, it's slanted. So what this part actually does, the half times the A plus B bit, or the A plus B over 2, okay, it's finding the average between the top and the bottom. So when you were doing the parallelogram, you changed something from what was slanted, the formula basically turns it into a rectangle. What this formula does is it turns it into a rectangle, so it averages out the long side and the short side to basically get it to that equivalent. Okay, the average or the middle number between 10 and 14 is 12. So if you add 10 and 14 together, you get 24. Divided by 2, you get 12. So it works out the average length of the top and the bottom. That's what this does. So in this formula, when you've got A plus B, so this would be 10 plus 14 times H over 2. Okay? And if I work it out, we're going to have, my H in this case, cross that out. My H in this case is going to be 7. It's not these slanted lengths, it's this vertical height between these two, the top and the bottom. Okay, so that would become 7. Okay, so I've got 24 times 7 over 2. And 24 times 7 over 2 is going to give you 168 divided by 2 is 84. And in this case, centimeters squared. Remember, you're working out the area. Okay? And just to make sure I'm correct, 24 times 7, 168 divided by 2, 84. Okay, so 84 centimeters squared. Now, sometimes you might get given something that looks a bit trickier, but if you remember my video from yesterday, whenever you're going to get something like this, if you turn it on its side, all of a sudden, we've got a top, we've got a bottom, and we've got a height. Just need to turn it around and make it a little bit easier for yourself. So, same again, write out the formula. So in this case, if I'm considering it spun round, A and B are going to be 7 and 15. My height is going to be 10. So we've got 7 plus 15 times the height of 10 over 2. That's 10. So 7 plus 15 is 22, times by 10 is 220 over 2, which is 110 meters squared. Okay, always be careful to look at the units here. We're working in meters, so it'll be meters squared. And that is how you would work out the area of the trapezium. Okay, so A plus B, that's your top and your bottom added together, times by your height in between your top and your bottom, and divide it all by 2. Okay, hopefully that helps and makes a bit more sense about what you're kind of having a go at. Okay.